Hey guys, and this is Primeval, back with part 8 of my Assyria Deity Domination series, and it's been a pretty tense series. Brazil, on the other continent, managed to run away and is in... well, we're in danger of losing. They are, at the current tourism output, 27 turns away from achieving a cultural victory by hitting influential status with Polynesia. Polynesia is the last holdout. Babylon here is going to be hitting influential in 3 turns. So we've got a tense one here. I think that we might lose this. So for those of you who don't really enjoy seeing losses, this is your last trigger warning. This might be a loser episode. But it'll be really interesting, a real challenge. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if we can crack Brazil before they get their cultural victory. Now, if we go and look at Rio de Janeiro, we can see that Rio is pumping 188 tourism per turn, which is more than half, or of their tourism output. So if we can grab Rio before... we can definitely, I think with nukes we can grab Rio in 27 turns. The problem is that on Deity, the AI, the Deity AI gets a huge bonus to great people production, and that includes their great artists, and their great artists can trigger the Carnival or the Golden Ages, and of course the Brazilian Golden Age doubles the tourism output. So that means this 27 turn clock might actually be a 13 or 14 turn clock, which, since Brazil is not a coastal city, and we're not going to have nukes for at least 9 turns, I'll actually try to speed that up. There was a suggestion from the last video that I should have built the Manhattan Project over in Nineveh, where I have a lot more production. That's 86 production versus 52 production in the capital. Let's try to hurry this up. We can go and lock down these tiles. And hello to everyone in the stream. I'm happy to see you guys are excited for this very tense episode. Hey, Kyle Jones, Dennis Wynn, and Word Power Dictionary. I assume the audio is coming through just fine, so we're good to go. Let's lock down all of the tiles that give us any bit of production, and we also want to keep the science coming in. So this looks fine. It's okay if we starve. We've got 142.9 food saved up, and that means we won't lose a citizen until we use all of that up. So even at negative 14 food, we'll still have 10 turns before we lose any citizens. So let's run a food deficit there. This seems like a reasonable set of tiles to be working. And yeah, while we're at it, let's go and check on what all of our other cities are doing. 15 turns to the next citizen, let's not worry about that. Hello, Classical Future. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go and work those specialist slots. No, that's actually not very useful for us here. We'll go and lock down all the high production tiles, or even moderate production tiles. Let's go reset that. I don't need to work all those farms. Okay, so now we're working motor farms. I don't really need that. I could get more production by working the grid engineer specialist slots. So we're up to 108 production per turn, which is nice. That's good. 30 are hitting minus 10 food per turn. We won't starve out in a citizen for 13 turns, and if the Brazilians do hit their golden age, well, 13 turns is all we have. Okay, so there's a bomber. Up next I have a fighter queued. I haven't put anything into that. if I can't build the Manhattan Project here, perhaps I'll build Big Ben. That'll finish at the same time as the Manhattan Project, or one turn after, because of the bomber. Should I delay the bomber? Now what I can do is send caravans to Assyria and Nineveh. Yeah, we'll finish those caravans, send them over. And if I had another caravan slot, sending a cargo ship with production would actually give me the double yield there. Alright, so looking at the comments from the last video, yes, there definitely was a problem this time around that I was a little, let's say, cautious rather than timid. Timid does seem to have a little too much of a negative connotation there, but we did work ourselves, or I worked our team into a bit of a pickle here, with Brazil likely going to get the victory, but we'll do our best to stop them. We also have Givasari saying that I have a dye plantation by Ulundi and Nobamba that needs to be repaired, and that would actually help me out. I'm about to run out of happiness here, so that's a good catch there. Let's go and repair that now. And let's not get this railway online right away. We should try to get some more uranium online. So once I get the nuke, I'll want to sell a bunch of gold per turn and strategic resources to the Polynesians, since we are still friends, and I anticipate we'll be friends for quite a while. They have quite a large stockpile of gold, and that should only get larger since they're pumping 431 gold per turn here. And hopefully we'll use the Polynesians as our bank to borrow a bunch of gold to buy nukes and apply them to Brazil as quickly as possible. Did I use up all these bombers? No, I didn't. There are the triplanes there, but I think that they already used themselves up destroying my units there. Okay, good. So we only took 4 damage. The triplanes were not on interception. And the chat is quiet after the initial hellos. But then again, I haven't actually done anything, mostly just recapping the game state. We did want to make sure all of our cities were doing what we wanted here. Let's see, tech-wise, we are 11 turns away from nuclear fission. We do have a great scientist here over in Amgandelovo, and we're going to use him to go grab nuclear fission for atomic bombs as soon as we finish the Manhattan Project. We also have some spies. We should be able to pull off some textiles in 2 to 5 turns. If they're successful, we've got 2 tries at that. And if I do want more strategic resources to sell to Kamehameha for gold, I could go and use this Great General to grab this uranium into my territory as well. That seems good. And yeah, it all seems fine. We'll improve that uranium. Although, if I am in a tight spot and really need lump sum gold, I can always sell Amgandelovo to the Polynesians. Alright, so in this city... Alright, some questions from Kyle Jones. Only watched the series from halfway. How did this problem escalate? So, while I have played a lot of hours of this game, and this is definitely my favorite game, I'm not as expert as maybe some of my viewers are. Anyways, so I thought I would have a lot more breathing room because I didn't take into account Brazil's Carnaval unique ability. If they weren't pumping Carnaval with a double tourism, we would have usually until turn like around turn 300 before we would have to worry about other victory conditions popping up. So that's the reason I didn't take them too seriously. If I was paying a little more attention, I should have been bribing the other continent to go to war with each other to slow things down. Classical Future asks if it's too late to grab a great musician for a tourism bomb. So pumping tourism with Brazil doesn't save me, and it doesn't save Polynesia. The defense against Polynesia hitting influential culture with Brazil is if Polynesia somehow gets more culture. And so if they had a great artist, they could go and start a golden age, which would get them a boost to their culture per turn. But that's about it. A musician performing a concert tour would not help me in this situation. But thank you for the questions. What else do I want here? Yes, I'm going through all the cities, making sure that we are favoring production here. This is the last stretch. We don't have to worry about starving out our citizens. We want as much production as possible, as much military that we can throw at Brazil. And I do want a little more science there, so let's employ the public school. Guess that's fine. Let's go look at Lundi and reset those. Definitely lock this stuff down and employ the public school. Okay, that looks alright. Actually go and lock down these for the extra hammer. Bomba. Okay, what gets us good production here? It's too bad we don't have that mine. Lock these guys down. And working that pillaged farm isn't terribly useful. We'll work the school. And yeah, we'll grow once here, and then I'll go and employ that guy in the workshop. That'll be fine. I'm going to Luvo. Yeah, this is fine as well. Kyle Jones asks how many hours I have on Steam. Let's see if the overlay works while I have OBS up. It doesn't display, but what are my Steam hours here? Let's see. I've got 1,812 hours on Civ 5 here, which is quite a lot, but it is my favorite game, so no surprise there. Alright, so that looks like we've prepared everything here. Perhaps we'll do a quick check of if there are any luxuries that I can sell. There are some strategic resources. Salt. For gold per turn. 3 gold per turn is better than nothing. Fine. And France is not very happy with us. Perhaps if we gave them an embassy. For an embassy? They want oil for that. Well, I can just give them an embassy, that's fine. I do. So Brazil, let's go and look at that diplomatic situation. Brazil's at war with us, the Polynesians, Babylonians, and they're not at war with France. I need to get France in on this war. I definitely don't want to pay them a lot. Declare war on Pedro. Napoleon's not too interested in that. Alright. So, let's do this. Oh man, okay, so we were bombed by 2 Great War bombers and 4 triplanes. The 4 triplanes took out some of our distracting units here, like the Gatling gun. Unfortunately, we did lose a battleship. One thing I am happy about, and the reason I have all these guys in the water, even though they don't look terribly useful, is that they're drawing fire from Brazil's Air Force. And so since the triplanes are going on bombing runs rather than doing air sweeps, that means that my bombers can actually do some good here. Alright, let's set up here, go and take down that nuclear submarine if we can. Our own nuclear submarine can join the party. And we should probably send in some bombers to finish that off. Alright, not bad. And we can do some scouting with this crossbowman, looking around for subs. Alright, what's the range here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pull back with some of our units here. I don't want to lose them yet, and Brazil probably has more navy coming in, so let's pull away from the Air Force so we don't lose any more of our navy needlessly. We'll pull back with the carrier there. Let's go and heal up this guy. Bring the rest of our fleet over towards the front lines. Alright, we did finish this bomber. We're going to want bombers to break down cities after we weaken them with nukes. So I'm going to go and take the siege promotions as well as air repair. And let's go drop that onto that carrier. We got 3 level promotions for increased cargo capacity. So there, now that carrier is full at 5. We are going to need a second carrier to base our nuclear missiles or carriers can't carry nuclear missiles, but they can carry nuclear bombs, which is what we're actually going to be using. So either I'll have to rebase the planes or get myself a second carrier. The most convenient option for that would be if we could capture it from Brazil. Let's try to hide from that sub. Alright, so we finished this caravan, and we'll go and send production to Assyria. And that does shave a turn off of our Manhattan project down to 6 turns. And we still have 26 turns to play with. All our cities are starving. That's fine. That's what I wanted. And let's actually go and sell this aqueduct. I definitely don't need that. The bomb has grown. We'll go and employ a workshop slot. That's good. And seriously, Babylon made peace with Brazil? Come on, people. Don't you see what a threat Pedro is? Alright, well, it's up to us. And Polynesia. Polynesia is still at war. Okay, well, hang out over here. And I do want to get this uranium online so we can go and sell that to the Polynesians. Want to repair that to get our happiness situation back under control, and we'll go and push these fodder units forward. Okay, so that's fine for now. We'll hold back until we get a better idea of where Brazil's navy is. I'll hold back until we have nukes. We'll push forward, drop a nuke on Rio. If we can go, the nuke will pillage a lot of these Brazilwood camps, which would slow his tourism per turn down a little. So let's see, Rio, he does have National Visitors Center, the hotel, which is converting the Brazilwood camps to tourism, and then the airport. Alright, so nuking the capital, even though, let's take a look at that again. He does have bomb shelters, so we're not going to cripple his population. We will kill some units, that'll be nice. And pillaging all of these Brazilwood camps with nuclear fallout will slow his tourism return slightly, so we definitely want to get those nukes over there as quickly as possible. Okay, so all this looks good. We're about to finish a privateer, so let's go and move this guy over to Nimrud for a little extra experience from the Great Library, or what is that thing even called? The Royal Library. Very good. Alright, we're set. Alright, Kyle Jones asks how much of a dent taking either of these cities is going to put into Brazil's tourism return. And so we can check. I do have, well, I'm establishing surveillance in Brasilia here. Unfortunately, my spy in Rio was killed. So we've lost our intel on Rio, and no free tech for us there. But looking at Belo Horizonte, it's pumping 22 tourism, which is a reasonable amount, but it's not, taking it won't really slow things down, certainly not by more than a turn, and that's only if it happens to be right on the edge of the turn marker there. So we really do need to take down Rio. And Kyle Jones, if you only saw the second half of the series, I do recommend you watch the first half. The first half was pretty good. Episode 1, I think, does show off some good early game tactics for Deity. In the end, maybe things didn't work out towards victory, but I hope it still makes for an interesting series, and that you guys have enjoyed it and or learned a lot. Alright, let's go grab some extra movement there, boarding party, and get us out and over. How long will it take me to build an aircraft carrier? 6 turns, 5 turns for the Manhattan project. Now it's going to be too long. We'll go grab a privateer, and Nobamba can work on the carrier for 9 turns. Alright, so we're either going to do the swapping, or we're going to hope that we can find and capture a carrier with our privateers. Alright, so let's pull these guys back. Well, this guy can push forward. Let's see if there are any targets for our artillery. No. Okay, that's fine. Mongolia and Babylon have signed a research agreement. It's not going to be terribly relevant for us. Let's go... We could go get this uranium online, but it's on a marsh, so that's going to take a while to improve. Plus, I think I will end up needing to sell Ungundalovo for a quick infusion of cash once we have nuclear fission. Alright, so let's go and build the rail network. We'll have to hook up Ulundi, and then we'll go Lamba there. Yeah, let's get over here, build the rail piece. And the caravan. Do I want to send this to Assur or Nineveh? I would like to finish Nineveh, or Big Ben at Nineveh, in time to match up with the Manhattan project. So let's see if that'll give me a boost in Nineveh. Okay, so that doesn't hurry things up. And buying a tile. I could buy a hill here, or I could work this hill. Alright, that gets it down to 5 turns. Perfect. Big Ben will give us the 25% discount to purchasing nukes. And since I plan to purchase a lot of nukes, the discount should mean a free nuke or 2. Okay, that's good. And our artillery can just hang out there. Unfortunately, there'll be a sacrifice to Brazil's aircraft. And Richard Feynman, why don't you hang out there for now? That's just fine. Everyone is happy. Brazil wants peace, but he doesn't want all of our cities for that. And Pedro's still sending out his aircraft. Okay, so here is a Brazilian aircraft carrier. If I can capture that guy with one of my privateers, I would be quite happy. So as it is, a carrier is going to take me 8 turns. We'll pump privateers instead. Brazil only needs 1 more civ to achieve the cultural victory, and the timer is on 29 turns. So we gained some turns there. That might be because Polynesia got a boost to their own culture. So this is good news. So long as Brazil doesn't hit another Golden Age Carnival, we will have 29 turns to play with. However, they are very likely to hit another Carnival. Go grab Wolfpack here and push forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are out of range of those fighters. We can just bunch up our fleet here and hope that Brazil doesn't get off any clever nukes. I've never seen the AI use their nukes to take out armies, at least not using nukes solely for that purpose. So I think we'll be safe here. And I don't believe the Brazilians have any nuclear weapons yet. We'll establish surveillance in 1 turn. We have a textile potentially. No tourism per turn here. Potentially in 2 turns, and then I'll go and move Nioroch over to Rio de Janeiro, and we can get our spying re-established in the capital. Ragusa was liberated by the Polynesians. Great. Hopefully they'll go and work their navy over towards the Brazilians. It's fine. Everyone can just hang out. Don't want to test out the air defenses of those triplanes. I know that they probably have 2 air interceptors left, since only 2 of their triplanes went and attacked our Gatling gun and artillery there. Okay, this is fine. Everyone is hanging out. Slaviers asks when the live streams are. So, Slaviers, you're watching the live stream right now. I only have 2 live streams going at the moment, and they're Tuesday at this time slot and Thursday at the same time slot. So I don't know what your local time is, but you can line it up here. We've been live for the past half hour. So I do have this cavalry. Yeah, I may as well finish that after the Manhattan Project. And then there's this guy finishing here. We'll have some more fodder units, and they can potentially capture the coastal cities here. So I am quite worried about Brazil. Babylon has become influential with us. That's fine. We weren't really paying attention to culture at all. And yet we've still, at least until now, managed to maintain our happiness. We've got 3 hits from 3 Great War bombers and 3 triplanes. We should probably pull back our meat shields here. One of them upgraded to a fighter, so if we wanted to, let's go and grab the instant heal, and we will pull back here. This guy, I think, has served his purpose. I would rather just get some scouting intel here. So there is this nuclear submarine. I could inch forward and try to take that out. I would not be able to capture it. Let's see. Do any of my bombers, are they especially suited to testing what sort of air defense they have? Let's send this guy in. Okay, so that was quite a bit of damage, but I do have some turns to play with before my nukes are online. I'll give the bombers enough time to heal up. Let's just go and send them in. Take out this nuclear sub. Okay, one sub down. Not bad. And let's hope that this aircraft carrier gets a little closer, and then maybe we can capture it for ourselves. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those fighters probably have 7 range, which means these guys are not as safe as I would like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we should probably pull back here. And hopefully this sub will remain hidden. And let's pull back with this guy and see if we can give him some turns to heal up. Let's go to highest gold. We'll renew that. Kyle Jones asks how my subscriber multi-session games go, especially or particularly how one would join them. And so basically I announced in advance that I would be doing the Thursday multi-session game, and then whoever showed up in my Steam group, which is linked on the main YouTube page, whoever showed up joined the game, and we've been playing for the past month. So I will do another subscriber multi-session. I'm not entirely sure when I'll start it up. It might not be at the same time as the current one, but there will be more, so stay tuned, join the Steam group, maybe send me an email, primeval.civ@gmail.com, if you want to be alerted for the next time I start up another subscriber multiplayer game. Kopu asks how you prepare your game on Deity if Greece is the closest neighbor. So if I do have an aggressive neighbor, then I do try to take them out early. So that's what I did with Shaka, although that did set me back as far as my plans and tech went. We have managed to catch up, and with a few more tech steals, we will be just behind Brazil. So perhaps, since I'm not feeling so good at our prospects for this game, sorry, I'm pretty tired, rubbing my eyes, maybe I'll mute myself while I groan and rub my eyes. So I'll probably do another DD Let's Play series, and we'll maybe see if we have Greece as a neighbor. Okay, so concentrate. Let's play this game. I'm sure most of you guys don't want to hear me monologue to the chat. Alright, that's all fine. Everyone is happy here. We'll have Richard Feynman hang out in Assyria. You sleep there. Chris Ewers asks what I think about Civ Beyond Earth. I'm looking forward to it, and I definitely will play it. I'm not on any sort of beta testing team, so I don't have any insider information there. Most of the leaks or teasers have been all about theme, and I mean, theme is nice, and I love sci-fi, so that's fine, but I don't know too much about the game mechanics, and that's the meat. I want to know how it plays. So I don't really have any real opinions on Beyond Earth, other than that it looks very greenish-bluish, which isn't very pretty. Like the earth tones, the plains, the yellow, the sunlight makes Civ a really beautiful game, and I think I've complained before about how the screenshots of Beyond Earth don't capture the same sort of environmental beauty. But enough of that. Let's go on to the next turn and see if we can crush Brazil before they get their diplomatic victory. So my Steam group is called... What is my Steam group called? Let's go check out my main page. If you visit my main YouTube page, it's just the link there on the banner, Primeval Civ Steam group. You can probably see the link at the About section of my YouTube page as well. Alright, so we did pull off a tech steal here. We can grab rocketry. None of these will be terribly useful for us. Penicillin would get us another trade route, but at this stage, we probably... Well, a trade route would give us gold per turn, which we could turn into lump sum gold, which might mean another nuke. So let's go grab penicillin here for the extra trade route, and Nimrud can go and make me a cargo ship. Yeah, we can take one turn away to make a cargo ship. That's totally fine. Starving by choice and movement and boarding parties. Speaking of which, let's go and move that guy to Nobamba. Lost the Gatling gun. The Brazilian carrier is hiding back here, which is not exactly what I want. You're healing. Assign delegates. World leader. We do have the second most number of votes, so we'll go vote ourselves in there. That'll get us some extra votes. And these guys, we built a railway, and we'll go and hook the Bomba up. Alright, are there a few more Brazilian subs that we can kill? There's another sub hanging out over here. If I inch closer, go deal some damage there. Since we didn't have too many targets, the triplanes are probably on interception, which means it'll be too dangerous to send our aircraft in. So unfortunately, that means that I sent this sub on a suicide mission. Oh well, too late for that now. Keep these guys here. Let those planes heal up, and all this is fine. Should probably move you back slightly. Okay, we've got the Manhattan Project in 2 turns. Our timer is down to 8 turns. So Brazil did hit another Carnival. Means we'll have 5 turns to get our nukes off. Taking up those Brazilwood camps might buy us some more time, but things are looking grim. Nebuchadnezzar is plotting against us. And someone's gone and built the CN Tower. Submarine was destroyed by a nuclear sub. We're tied for the second most number of techs with all of these other civs. Surprisingly, Kamehameha is starting to lag behind there. It's 6 techs behind Pedro, and that corresponds to a good 7%. So in general, looking at the percentage, each percent corresponds to 1 tech. Sometimes 2% is the tech, but in general, that's what I am referring to when I estimate the number of techs we're behind. Alright, so I think the stream choked briefly there. Hopefully we're back online. Not receiving data from the encoder. And the stream is catching up. Okay, so it does say that I'm live again. I do want to make sure this is working. Switch it over to analytics. We're at 40 playbacks. Alright, so I'm going to go and wait for the stream to catch up because I want to make sure things are working again. If you guys can let me know, A, that there was a crash, and B, that I'm broadcasting again, that'd be awesome. In the meantime, let's go and figure out what's going on here. We're going to have the Manhattan Project and Big Ben and nuclear fission all at once, so we don't have to worry about using our great scientists, although now that we have nuclear fission, I think I'll go and sell all the public schools, which means I may as well go and use that guy right now. And tech-wise, what should I be pushing? Extending range. For capturing Brazil, we already have paratroopers, and some hive movement units like landships or tanks might be useful. Of course, XCOM squads would be ideal, but we're never going to get our way up there. Alright, let's go nuclear fission and then pop our way, well, at least towards combined arms. Okay, Feynman, do your thing. And we'll go and sell all the public schools. I don't need science anymore, especially since we're probably going to lose in 6 turns. And I already sold the public school here. Forget this university. UN vote action. Nuclear fission online. And there's a privateer done. Need more privateers. And choosing production here. There's that cargo ship done. Let's go and grab, I guess, more privateers. So if we do get paratroopers, it does mean putting them in the water. Alright, let's grab 1 paratrooper. Alright, so hopefully we're live again, and hopefully things don't mess up. I do have at least half of an online copy here. I might have lost the first half of the stream, but hopefully that'll be preserved on YouTube, and I can sort of stitch something together for the archive viewers if things have turned into a mess. Alright, so let's go and make ourselves a proposal. What do we want? Scholars in residence, arts funding, historical landmarks, and Catholicism are all active. Well, we could go and pump autocracy as a world ideology. That's fine. Next turn we will have the Manhattan Project and Big Ben complete. Working on that railway. We've got some more uranium online, which will be good to sell. And as soon as the stream comes back online, if you guys could let me know. It looks live from my end. Go to news comments. Okay. So the planes are all healing up. Everyone's standing by. So for some reason, the stream keeps choking. This is terrible. My apologies to the archive viewers. I know most of you watch this on archive. This is probably really annoying. At least the people in the stream get the bonus of the interaction. But, although it's not like I have too much of that going on either. Perhaps the next series will be, we'll go back to the non-streaming version, and I do need to check out what the heck is happening with my internet connection here. Alright, so all of this looks fine. We're on to the next turn. Our timer is at 7 turns. Hopefully dropping a bunch of nukes on those Brazilwood camps will slow things down. Otherwise, we are definitely done for. No thanks, Kamehameha. I need that gold for nuclear bombs. These guys are not too happy about proposing autocracy as the world ideology. And my cat is not too happy about her late dinner. Hey, Sue. Alright, so we finished the Manhattan Project. Excellent. We've also finished Big Ben, which means we can purchase nuclear atomic bombs for 1320. Normally, they would cost something around 1550, I think. So those are some considerable savings there. Now we need some major gold infusion. Get this cavalry done. Go grab open terrain, pop you into the water. Big Ben complete. Discovered combustion. Cargo ship. Establish a trade route. The highest gold is with Lyon for 23 gold per turn. I guess that's alright. Now let's go and see how much gold per turn we can get. 93, and let's see. Well, let's try to take all of it. How much do you have here? 9,000. That's not really that good of a deal. Plus, it's a lot of my uranium. Alright, so 93 times 25 is what exactly? Come on, mental math. Or using the calculator. Alright, so I can get at least 2,300 gold lump sum, and if I include these random resources, including 5 uranium, I've got only 6 uranium, but I am about to get a little more online in 3 turns. No, I definitely need that uranium. Right, so I don't want to sell the uranium, but I do want to sell the gold per turn. 93 and 2,400. Okay, keeping the uranium, but selling all this other stuff. Accept. Alright, let's go and purchase a bunch of nuclear bombs here. Atomic bomb, and atomic bomb. Alright, so next turn we'll fly these guys over to the aircraft carrier, and the turn after that, 1 nuke will drop on Rio, and 2 nukes will drop on the city here. Only got 1 fighter. Looks like he's relocated some of his units. I could peek forward with this sub. There's a sub hiding over here. Let's pull away. Hopefully that sub isn't going to die. Most of the planes are healed up. That's good to know. Pump the sub forward. Everyone's ready. And yes, the stream seems to be running fine again now. The problems, I assume, are on my end. Let's go hard build that nuclear bomb. Lundi, how long is it going to take you to build an atomic bomb? 19 turns. 19 turns we do not have. Let's go work on a paratrooper. Alright. It's nuke time. And everyone's afraid of us, since we do have a sizable nuclear arsenal.
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo.
And Venice is willing to buy salt from us for a nice lump sum there, probably because they're afraid of our nukes. And we've intimidated the Babylonians into friendship. That does mean another source of lump sum gold, potentially. Jordan Spevs asks if I called him a cat. I might have, but it was purely accidental. Sometimes when I'm talking on end, I say things that I don't mean to. Anyways, Jordan Spevs, I have no reason to believe that you are a cat. And I did not intend to call you a cat, and I may not have called you a cat. Okay, starving, that's all fine. Hong Kong's happy that we built Big Ben, as is Valletta. Alright, it's nuking time. Well, first let's get rid of these subs. And maybe, if we're lucky, capture some for ourselves. Minor defeat there. Would be some heavy damage. Alright, so if we send... There is a fighter. It probably is on intercept, so this is really going to hurt. No, I can't risk it. I need to get these guys over this way. I'll keep the aircraft that have siege, since we are going to want to knock down cities. Right, so these guys all have siege. This guy doesn't have air repair, so he probably won't be as useful as he could be. Alright, let's take this guy out since he only has siege 2. Rebase here, and let's get these atomic bombs into striking distance. They have a range of 10 tiles, and so with our carrier sitting in the ocean here, we'll be able to hit whatever cities we need to. Now with this bomber, however, it should be safe to use him on that submarine. That's fine. That's also fine. The carrier hopefully will be safe. Let's go and push this guy in front of our carrier just to make sure. And we will go and push these guys forward. I really wish France would join our war. We do have the rail connection going, so a little more production on Bomba, that's good. Alright, and pushing these guys forward. Alright, all that looks fine. All of our construction projects look fine. If I could sell, getting some more nukes would be very beneficial for us. We have 5 turns. Let's go and sell Gundalovo. Well, don't need this Writer's Guild, that's a little more gold. I don't need these universities either. That's some more gold per turn there. 100% total war. Okay, research lab. Let's sell the university. We'll keep the research lab around for now. We're getting closer. How much will Kamehameha give me for Gundalovo? Cities. Let's see. How about 5,000? No. Dyes, uranium. 1550. Well, you do want the dyes. I'm happy to sell you the dyes. We'll go 240 for that. And I do want to sell the city, but I don't want to sell the uranium. Let's go 1330. 1200. 1290. Wow. Alright, 1290 is almost another nuke for us, so that's fine. Get rid of the city. We do lose out on some luxuries, but in the end we're still in the happy. So that's fine for me. I'll go and purchase another atomic bomb. Ron asks what the capacity of the carrier is. The carrier without any promotions has a capacity of 2, and you can get up to 3 flight deck promotions, maybe even 4. I'll have to check that later. Anyways, so this carrier has the capacity of 5, which is pretty good. A city only has a capacity of 6. So essentially we've got ourselves a floating city right here. And next turn, the nukes will fly. Yes, we are a a wise and mighty ruler I am, but I cannot speak all the time, and our virtue will not be enough to protect the world from Brazil's culture. And Babylon, didn't you just offer me your friendship? Backstabber. Ooh. So now Brazil decides to come forward with all of its subs. That's actually surprisingly good planning from the AI. Without my Air Force, taking down these subs is going to be difficult. I do have 2 battleships, and I do have some privateers in position to capture some of these guys. We can take down the subs on this end, get us close enough to drop some nukes, and we are currently unhappy. Whoa, what happened here? A bunch of our deals ended, but we're not at war. Okay, so what happened was, since that huge deal where I traded gold per turn and resources was all in a single deal, as soon as I was unable to fulfill one of the deal requirements, probably one of these strategic resources, the whole deal was cancelled. So I got all of my gold per turn back, which is kind of a nice, well, it seems like it would be a glitch. In this case, I'm calling it a feature because I really want that gold per turn. What was that? 23,000. We'll make this deal work. All this stuff. 1 uranium. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so some more gold there. That'll replace the bombs that I'm going to go and drop on Brazil. And if I could somehow get happy again, that would be very nice. We wouldn't be facing this slight combat penalty. But there's nothing I can do to quickly become happy here. Polynesia, do you have any luxury resources? You do have excess marble. What do you want for that? How about I give you these resources? Propose. How about I demand marble from you? Alright, so we made a demand of Kamehameha, and he rejected it. Well, that's too bad. I guess he doesn't really fear our nukes. Alright, nuke time. We can drop something right here. It will hit Brazil and take out some of the Brazilwood camps. Alright, I don't have a spy in Rio, so I don't know how much that's going to affect his tourism per turn. Right now, it's 4 turns with the nuke. We'll see if that affects anything. We'll drop it right here. I think there are some more jungles to the south. Okay, so we did take out a couple of Brazilwood camps. We are going to want to get a little closer. It's still 4 turns until influential. Let's go and take down this city here. Although this city has more triplanes. I think it'll be easier to get in with our navy into the Horizonte. Let's nuke us right here. Alright, so there were some units sitting here. And we'll nuke the city again. If we shift one over, we don't hit any more culture producing tiles. Alright, we'll hit the city like so. Took out a few more units. And get ready to bombard. That kills the sub. I would prefer if I could capture it. Minor defeat at 24. Alright, let's try for that. No, no capture. Wolfpack. Pull back so we can get another privateer in there. And the bombers. Alright, nice. We did capture a nuclear sub there. Excellent. That's not going to do it. We do have some bombers back here who should be within range. Excellent. Now, we've got 25 hit points, 33 to be dealt. Alright, let's take that guy out and deal damage to this sub. We could deal damage to the city here. We're not into position to take it because of this huge fleet. Park here and get these guys forward. We'll have our land units draw fire from the Air Force. We don't want them taking out our Navy. Major defeat. Alright, this atomic bomb wants to go rebase the carrier. And next turn we'll go and nuke the city again, and hopefully combine that with a couple strikes from these bombers. We'll be able to take it, and then we can leapfrog over towards Rio. Although I might have to use the nuke on Rio to take out some more of these Brazilwood camps. So if we had some more turns, these nukes would definitely pull through for us. But I'm afraid we might not. Babylon has denounced us. Yeah. Alright. And actually, let's push forward here, see what else is going on in this bay. I don't see any units, so that's fine. And I do want to push this Gatling gun out in front of the carrier, just in case those nuclear subs get any ideas. So we're starting to get into shape militarily. We've got an army that can take on the world, but we don't have the time. Alright, so would you be so kind as to trade me gems for truffles? Ah, excellent. Alright, so that should get me happy again, which will mean my military will be slightly more effective. What did we lose? We lost one of the nuclear subs that we just captured. 2 Great War Bombers and 2 triplanes came out and attacked us, which does mean they won't be on anti-air interceptions. Now, what's the timer here? 3 turns. What do you think, chat? Should I nuke Rio in the hopes of crippling some of their tourism per turn by taking out those Brazilian camps? Or should I drop a nuke on Belo Horizonte just so we can capture a city before we lose? I mean, it is a nice city here. It's got Machu Picchu, and apparently some beautiful horizons. Well, while we're thinking about that, let's go and do we still want a carrier? It would be good. It would kill 2 Great War Bombers there. Alright, let's go get ourselves a carrier. 40 and 29. Minor defeat. Okay, no carrier for us. Take that guy down, move out of the way, try to capture another sub. Minor defeat. It's too bad. Take that guy down. Uncle Pooh wants us to nuke Polynesia. But they've been such good allies for us here. Okay, we can go and capture ourselves a carrier we always wanted. We can try to capture another sub. Not quite. Some intel here. Brazil does have quite the army ready. Alright, let's go and drop the nuke right here. That'll destroy some of those subs. And we'll go and use the bombers to take out this sub. And next turn, for what it's worth, we'll go and nuke Brazil and take Beautiful Horizon. Got ourselves an anti-aircraft gun. Sure, that's nice. You can go hang out in Nobamba. And you should probably go and ship, I don't know, some production to Nineveh. Maybe we can get that nuke in time. Alright, so we're going to be nuking Rio next turn as per requests from the chat. We got ourselves a great admiral. A little late to the party, but let's try to get him over. And this carrier can just hang out there. Got some more uranium online, that's great. Let's see if Kamehameha wants to buy that. How much gold do we have? We got another 700 odd gold. We could buy another nuke. 270. No, that's not going to cut it. Alright. These guys want open borders, or they don't want to renew open borders, that's fine. Nuclear submarines and city range attacks, but no air attacks, which does mean that these aircraft are on interception, which will make things a little more difficult for us. Timing wise, we've got 2 turns till Brazil reaches influential with Polynesia. Do you have land ship? Let's get that over. Choose production here. Sure, an atomic bomb. Alright, nuke party time. Stalemate, stalemate. How close do we need to get with this carrier? Get in over here. Alright, Rio. Let's go and take out as many of your Brazilwood camps as we can. Drop this right here. Not bad. Did that buy us any time? 3 turns. And we can take out some units and an aircraft if we nuke this guy. Take out 3 aircraft if we nuke Brasilia, and we could actually hit 2 cities at once with Avignon there. But without the nuke, I won't be able to take this city, and I would like to take the city. I would get some gold from the initial pillage, and then if I sold that to Kamehameha, I'd be able to buy another nuke. So let's try for that. We're getting there. Get into range. Guard the city. Alright, so we can go and capture that right now. Privateer would get us extra gold. And this guy's almost dead anyway, so let's do that. Oh, there's a sub in the way. Okay. We need to kill that sub first. And it's just out of range of our bombers. This bomber can deal some damage. We do have a sub that we can bring to bear. Alright, good. Can we get in there? No, we'll have to use the cavalry unit then. A little less gold. The city. It's got Machu Picchu, a bunch of buildings. We'll create a puppet. We're now unhappy. We'll go and sell. I do have open borders here. Do I not? Yes, so let's go and sell Beautiful Horizon to Kamehameha. It'll get us happy again, and will give us enough gold, I hope, to buy another nuke. But at this stage, we don't gain too much from that. Alright, that's fine. You have a spy here. I guess we can drop him into Rio. He can party as Brazil gets their cultural victory. Got combined arms. I suppose we can head up towards satellites and these guys can finish that rail connection. No targets in range. Next turn we're going to want one nuke here. Let's see if we can purchase one more nuke. 23 gold is what? You really want my uranium, eh? How about 4 uranium and 780? Not enough for a nuke. That's fine. We could go and sell something else in the capital. Let's go and sell the research lab and Ulundi. Go and sell some more of this stuff. Forget the military academy, and yeah, we don't need this stuff. We want nukes. Alright, so in the end, we weren't able to pull anything off. My apologies to everyone. 1330. So I don't anything else that I can sell here. I could sell a worker. I could sell this anti-aircraft gun. He's not really doing anything for us. There we go. So I didn't actually shave off any tourism turns by capturing Field of Horizon here. We're still on a 3-turn clock. But we do have the second carrier, so I can go and get these bombers into position to actually deal some damage. And hopefully Polynesia's Navy will join the party as well. Defensive pact, sure. Yes, we tried really hard here, word power dictionary. What? And the Polynesians just made peace with Brazil. It's just not to be. Although that does mean that we'll have a safe harbor right beside Rio de Janeiro here within Polynesian territory. So that's kind of nice. Let's push forward here, see what we can see. Deal damage to that anti-aircraft gun. Do I have any nukes ready? I don't. I'm gonna have to go and hop them over, which means we might be able to get off one nuke before the cultural victory. The timer on this is 2 turns. GG anyway, thanks Kolpu. I'm glad it was interesting despite not meeting with success in the end. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Let's go paratroop drop right over here and then hop in the water. I am playing it out right up until the score screen. Pop these guys in the water too. And next turn we'll drop some nukes on Brasilia, Rio. But until then, I suppose all these guys will have to hold back. Get some more units into position. And we'll go and hide out within friendly territory. Well, we can start pounding away at Brasilia with our battleships, although they probably will be taken out by the Air Force. And I should go hunting for Brazilian subs. Kamehameha does have a small navy to the south, but he's not seeming to be offering us much help there. Well, pull back, and let's go and land the artillery. That's fine as well. Bombers can wait. Paratrooper done. Let's go and grab another paratrooper. Alright, Rio, your day has come. Brazil is offering us peace again, but he's still demanding 2 of our cities for that. Great War bombers, mobile SAMs. What? Kamehameha gave Brazil open borders. Unbelievable. Alright, well, it's nuke time. So first off, let's go and see how much we can bring Brasilia down by. There we hit Avignon and Brazil. He's still got 2 planes there. If we nuke right here, we'll hit another Brazilwood camp, but that won't really help us out too much. Let's send in the nukes again anyways. Bombard. Bombard the city. Our aircraft carriers. Bring in the siege fighters. Yeah, we can kill that guy, that's fine. And now let's go and grab Brasilia. Well, we'll wait until all our other units have had their moves so we don't suffer too much unhappiness. Hunting for Brazilian subs. There's another atomic bomb ready. Let's go. And go and bring our carrier back into range. Okay, I have no other targets. I don't want to risk attacking the mobile SAM. So let's go and capture ourselves Brasilia here. View the city. It's got some nice stuff, including a world wonder. Go create a puppet. We got some gold out of capturing the city, but now we're very unhappy, so we'll go and sell Brasilia to the Polynesian again. How much are you giving for this? Probably more, since it's right beside another Polynesian city, Beautiful Horizon. Let's try 2,300. So Brasilia is much more tempting now. What will you give me for this? I don't want gold per turn, I want as large a lump sum as I can get away with. So I'll take all your gold, 600 or 6,000, and all your other stuff, and some of your gold per turn too.
He mai, e paira pu ka po e o kaua.
Alright, so we got a whole bunch of luxuries where we have more than enough happiness. We have a beachhead with open borders from Kamehameha, and we can start pushing on Brazil now. If only we had a few more turns, but we don't. But we really don't. Nifty Dolphin, that's right. Our chances to capture Rio are indeed slim to none. If only we had a few more turns. If only. Alright, here we'll go grab boarding party, that's fine. Punch it out this way. Got our land ships ready. We're heading over with our paratroopers, a small contingent hoping to capture Rio. We've got nuclear bombs at the ready as well, so if we had a few more turns, we could actually make this happen. 3 nukes is probably enough. Now we'll go full on 4. But we're out of uranium, so that's fine. There's the atomic bomb done. Work on a paratrooper. Destroyer's done. Grab another. And you are fine sitting there. Oil's repaired. Why don't you go get some more production in the capital for the good that'll do us. And since we are selling these resources for lump sum gold, let's go hook up that aluminum. Caravan with Nuka-Hiva. So it looks like most of these Brazilwood camps have been nuked, but unfortunately it's not enough. Alright, we don't have vision on Rio yet. We need that spy. The spy is going to take 2 turns. And we'll just hang out there then. Heal and over to the party.
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo. Penseghi.
Okay. Why don't we wait on the gems? Maybe we can get a better deal later. And France now wants to be our friend. So yes, let's work together. I really would like it if you would join us in crushing Brazil, but it'll all be too little too late. And alas, we are no more. So let's have a quick look at the replay. Map-wise, let's take a look at this. And you guys in the chat, let me know if there are any graphs you want to see. So we spawned really close to Polynesia, which I was happy about since we did get some early science off of caravans with them. It would have been nice if we had been able to settle our capital coastally, on the coast, especially since it was continents. And we spent a lot of time fighting Shaka. We captured a few of his cities until he was eliminated by the Mongolians. We did waste some time fighting the Mongolians in the mid-game when we should have been concentrating on Brazil. But I think one huge thing that we could have done differently and should have done was bribe the other continent into more wars. So we did. I think without any intervention, France and Brazil were fighting for a long time, and France actually had quite a large empire here. But with only France to fight Brazil, they were able to build all their wonders unimpeded. So, that brings us to the end of this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go take a look at some graphs here. Why don't we look at just ourselves, Polynesia. There's the Zulu dropping off. There's Venice not doing so hot. The Mongolians were sort of keeping pace with us. Babylon there. We'll leave Brazil up, and let's get rid of France. They weren't as relevant as we would have liked. Okay, so we're right here, Assyria. There's Polynesia, and there's Brazil. That's score. Gold per turn from city connections. Gold per turn from deals. Culture per turn. Brazil had, this is them winning the World's Fair. That is another thing that went really bad for us. If Polynesia had won the World's Fair, they would have gotten that culture boost, and we would have had several more turns to take down Brazil. Excess happiness. We were already pretty low on happiness. Polynesia was doing pretty well up until the end here. And Nifty Dolphin wants to see the population graph, especially after nukes started to fly. So let's go look at population. So there's Brazil's drop off, and that's even with Brazil having bomb shelters up. So our nukes did bring them even with Polynesia as far as population goes. Military strength. Well, there's unit maintenance. Military might here. So Assyria, we weren't that strong. We got our army up near the end there. We were able to do a lot of damage because of the area damage effect of nukes. And Polynesia and Brazil were neck and neck there. Let's go and bring the other civs online here. Babylon had a decent army, but unfortunately they didn't do too much damage to Brazil. Okay, well, that's the end of this Let's Play Deity series. I'd be happy to hear what you guys want me to do for my next series. I don't know if I'll be able to start up right away. I have a little less time during the summer, but I'll also go and release some short game mechanics videos like my production focus trick and settler food production video. So if there's a particular topic or trick that you want me to cover, I'll happily make a short video for that. Do let me know. And so we'll wrap it up here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We're at 19 live viewers at the moment. That's pretty awesome. And hopefully the streaming hiccups I have didn't ruin the recording. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Primeval is signing off. Oh, and of course, thank you to my new and long-time subscribers and everyone watching on the archive. You guys are much more numerous than the live stream viewers, so a big thank you to you guys as well.